YouTube, it's your boy Ocho, and we back at it again with another video today, dog. So basically, we're gonna be talking about the side effects of semen retention. This is a lot of stuff a lot of people do not like to talk about, especially a lot of YouTubers. I haven't seen anything. I done did my research, and I'm going based off my experiences myself. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna hop straight into it. The first one are the urges and high sex drive. Right? You're gonna be basically one to think about it all the time, and it's gonna be something that just basically seems like that's what you want. Because think about it, when you're first getting off busting a nut every single day, it's kind of like a drug addict. It's like that shot of dopamine. Your body gets so addicted to it to the point where you feel like you need it 24/7 or whatever, right? So if you're addicted, you're gonna have high urges and high sex drive automatically, off rip. But you gotta fight through that shit, because simple fact, guys, this is what you're working for. This is what you're working towards. You're trying to better yourself. So you gotta fight that shit and get over it. Our next one will be aggressive anger and frustration. Aggressive behavior in anger and frustration. When you are on semen retention, one thing about stuff like that, if you're addicted or it's a habit, then, like I said, reverting back to what I said, if it's something like that, of that nature, it's kind of like you're fighting a drug, and you're fighting to become something more. Your body's gonna feel like you want it, and when you don't give your body that, when you don't give in to the temptation and the urges, you're gonna act out of behavior and just feel all types of mad and maybe upset. You get kind of emotional at first. All that will fade away once you kind of get further along the journey and everything. But what I was noticing was my girlfriend was basically getting mad at me because, oh, you got an attitude, oh, this and that, oh, that. What are you talking about? But I knew what she was talking about. So that's something you want to avoid. And it's easy to avoid it, and it's easy to basically, I'm getting tired. It's easy to avoid, and it's easy for something you can be once you realize that's what it is and you know what to expect. Sleeplessness, awakeness, and tiredness. You're gonna feel extremely tired at first. Between that 1 to 2 mark, you're gonna be kind of tired, because simple fact, it's a big adjustment for your body, your spiritual energy, your mental energy. You've basically fighting all that brain fog and basically trying to fight through and push through to get to your higher self. So what I mean by that is, if you go to the gym or go for a walk or do extra physical activity or yoga or, you know, sun gazing, you're getting higher testosterone, your body's not used to the extreme burst of boost, it's gonna make you feel like your body's not gonna want to shut down when it's time to shut down. What I mean by that is, you're gonna wake up a lot quicker than what you need to. If you set an alarm clock, your body's just gonna want to wake up. I don't know why that is, but also when it's time to go to sleep, you're gonna feel like you can't go to sleep. And when you're waking up, you're gonna feel like you're so sluggish and you're just feeling horrible and you just don't want to get up. You gotta fight that shit, y'all. It gets very hard. It gets very real. But you gotta fight that shit, and you can do it. Depression. Depression is something that you can beat by also physical activity. You gotta keep your mind occupied. So write a book, ride a bike, drive a car, exercise. Wet dreams. Wet dreams is something we all got to deal with. And if you have a wet dream, that is not a relapse, guys. A lot of people think it's relapse, but that's something you can't help. and you're not giving off the amount typically that you would be ejaculating. So your mind and body doesn't register that as, you know, busting a nut. I know wet dreams often happen from buildup and just a long endurance and time of not ejaculating. I think that's your body's own way of, you know, just helping itself in and of itself, or thinking it's helping itself in and of itself. So wet dreams, that's just gonna happen, you know, to some people. I haven't had experienced one yet, but I know that was something a lot of other people talked about, and I did my research, and it's just about right. You know, it's just about on the money. I know a lot of other people have talked to me about that, my friends who have tried this. So be aware of that. How to avoid it, just reverting, you know, it really ain't no way to avoid it, but just bounce back and just keep pushing on and continue to be awesome and be amazing, outstanding, because that's what you guys are capable of, and continue to do so. Our next point, sensitive genitals. Sensitive genitals often happen from when you go from busting your thing, when you go from busting your nut 4 to 5 different times a day, you tend to basically, when you go to busting your nut 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, however many times a day, to not doing it at all, you tend to have sensitive genitals. Having sensitive genitals is just something that occurs from not touching it, not doing this, not doing that. So you want to have sex but not bust a nut. You want to have sex but not bust a nut. You want to have sex if you can, which all my guys are capable of doing. So don't tell me you can't. We're gonna do no fap. We're not watching porn because it's bad for the mind. And when you in the shower or whatever, or laying down or whatever, you kind of just want to touch down there a little bit and kind of just, you know, massage that a little bit, because if you don't, you know, more wet dreams can occur, or you're gonna get very sensitive when you having sex with a female and you can't hold it because you just can't. So massage that whenever you get the opportunity to. Not whenever you get the opportunity to, but whenever you have time to. Make sure to go about that so that you can last longer in the bed with a female and not bust it. For today's video, guys, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to let me know. I'm gonna leave my email down below so you guys can email me if you have any questions or concerns. Like, comment, subscribe. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please like, comment, subscribe if you guys have the time, which you have the time because you're on this video right now. Pause the video right now. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. Thank you, guys.